Hey guys, welcome to Yugioh Dueling Corner. Today I'm doing a deck profile on my teammate's Crystal Beast deck. Some quick notes before I get started. I'm going to watch against Philly, so expect some event coverage. I also have some unboxings coming real soon within the next week, so stay tuned for that. Anything that is in the unboxing video will be sold on our eBay channel, so stay tuned for that. And remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. So let's get started. First you have 3 Crystal Beast Pegasus. When this card is normal, flipped, or special summoned, you can add 1 Crystal Beast monster from your hand, graveyard, or deck to the back row, and any time a Crystal Beast is in the back row, it's counted as a continuous spell card. And one effect that all the Crystal Beasts share that this has is when this card is destroyed, you can place it in your back row. So remember that. Then you have 3 Crystal Beast Tigers. 1600 4-star. When this is in the damage step, when attacking your opponent's monster, it gains 400 attack, so it becomes 2000. It can help run over your opponent's Thunder King. And when this card is destroyed, you can add it to your back row, and it will count as a continuous spell. Then you have 2 Crystal Beast Mammoths. 1700 4-star. When your opponent selects another Crystal Beast as an attack target, you can change it to this one. And one reason for using that effect, if they try to attack your tiger, you can change it to this will die, and you can place it in your back row if you want. And then you can use your tiger next turn as a 2000 attacker on one of their monsters. And then you have 2 Crystal Beast Carbuncles. When this card is special summoned, you can special summon as many as possible Crystal Beast monsters from your back row to the front. So if you have 5 in the back, and your monster born this or something, you will special summon all 4. And if there's a Pegasus in your back row, then the Pegasus effect will activate because it is special summon, and it will add more to your back row. So it's a good card. And remember, when this card is destroyed, you can place it in your back row. Then you have 1 Dragon Queen of Tragic Endings. It's 1900, and it's dark. With this, you have to have at least 3 continuous spells in your back row to special summon this. That is a condition to special summon it. It can't be normal summoned. And with this, remember, all the Crystal Beasts will count as continuous spells. So it's really simple to get at least 3 Crystal Beasts in the back row to special summon it. When this inflicts battle damage to your opponent selects and sends 1 card from their hand to the graveyard, and you draw a card, so it's a good way to get hand advantage. Also, when this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can special summon it on your standby phase by sending 1 continuous spell to the graveyard. Now, with that last effect, it's kind of like Treeborn. After the condition has been fulfilled of it being sent from the field to the graveyard, you can then special summon any standby phase any of your standby phases after that. So, 5 turns later, if you want to special summon it, you can special summon it. Then you have 2 Malefic Cyber End Dragons. You can only control 1 Malefic monster at a time. To special summon this, you need to control a continuous spell. All you do is you banish 1 Cyber End Dragon from your extra deck, and you special summon this. And it's a 4K beat stick, and this is the only monster that can attack when you control it, but it's 4000. It can help finish off your opponent by attacking them. 1 Max C, just in case you're running in windups or anything that special summons a lot, maybe Dark Worlds, you can use the Max C. 1 Effect Veiler. 3 Ancient City Rainbow Ruin. I'm going to read you the effects since there's so many of them. All of them require Crystal Beast cards in your monster and trap zone to activate. So if you have 1 or more, this card cannot be destroyed by card effect. One thing with this, if your opponent does set and activate a spell, that's game mechanics that this will be destroyed, and you cannot negate that with this effect. But if they do MST or Heavy U, it won't get destroyed, and it'll stay on the field. If you control 2 or more, once per turn, you can half the battle damage you take. So on either player's turn, if you attack something for some reason, you want your monster to die or to go to the back row, you can half the damage. or if your opponent attacks you, you can half the damage, but it's only of one attack. For 3 or more, for 3 or more, when a spell or trap is activated, you can send one Crystal Beast monster you control to the graveyard to negate the activation and destroy it. So you need to have 3 or more to use that. So 3 Crystal Beasts in your back row. Your opponent activates a spell, you send one of your monsters to the graveyard. So as long as you have 3 in the back row, you could negate up to 5 spell and trap, as long as you have that many monsters to negate with. If you control 4 or more once per turn during your main phase, you can draw a card. And if you have 5 or more once per turn during your main phase, you can target one Crystal Beast card in your spell and trap card zone and special summon that target. So that's good for maybe, special summon your Pegasus. Pegasus adds something to the back row, or special summon your Carbuncle, and the Carbuncle's effect will go off. So this is like the heart of the deck. It's the main card you're going to be abusing. 1 Terraforming, just to add a field spell card from deck to hand, and since Ancient City is a field spell, you add that to your hand. 2 Rare Values. The condition to activate this is to have 2 Crystal Beast monsters in your back row. Your opponent selects and sends one of your back rows to the graveyard, and you draw 2 cards. 1 Crystal Beast card, not any back row. Then there's 3 of those, by the way, not just 2. Forgot to show you the 3rd. Then you have 2 Crystal Beacons. Shoot. Sorry, I spaced out. If you control 2 or more Crystal Beast monsters in your spell and trap zone, you can special summon 1 Crystal Beast monster from your deck. So the combo with this is to use Carbuncle. And you leave your Carbuncle in your deck, try not to search with Pegasus typically. You use the Crystal Beacon to special summon it, and then you can special summon all of your Crystal Beasts from your back row to the front row because of Carbuncle's effect. Then you have 2 Crystal Blessings. You target 2 Crystal Beast monsters in your graveyard and you add them to your back row. So this helps refill your back row. Then you have 1 Crystal Abundance. Now let me read you this card. This card can be game winning. You can OTK your opponent sometimes. You send 4 Crystal Beast cards from your spell and trap card zone to the graveyard. So remember, you're going to have to have 1 slot open to activate this, and then you're going to have to have the other 4 filled with Crystal Beast monsters. So you send 4 to the graveyard and send all cards in the field to the graveyard, then special summon as many Crystal Beast monsters as possible from your graveyard up to the number of cards your opponent controlled that were sent to the graveyard by this effect. So let's say your opponent had at least 5, you special summon 5 monsters and you can attack them, you just cleared their field. Then you have 3 Potted Dualities. You do special summon in this deck, but not often enough where you wouldn't run Potted Duality. This helps add for consistency, that will get you what you need, and it just helps. Then 1 Monster Reborn. Monster Reborn is Monster Reborn. Then 1 Dark Hole. 1 Heavy Storm. 3 Mystic Space Typhoons. They're just people are running a lot of back row, so this helps clear that out. You can decide any of them out if they aren't running back row. 2 Torrential Tributes. Remember, when Crystal Beast monsters are destroyed, you can add them to the back row. So you can even Torrential your own monster summon, or when they summon, it just puts everything in the back row. 1 Starlight Road. Just in case your opponent activate Heavy, Torrential, Dark Hole, you can special summon your starters from your extra deck. And 1 Deep Prison, just because. So that's 40 card deck. So let me get to the extra deck. You have the 2 Cyber End Dragons. This is just in there so you can banish it to special summon the Malefic Cyber End Dragon. 1 Armorion. 1 Catastor. 1 Brionic. 1 Stardust, because you also have the Starlight Road. 1 Scrap Dragon. Scrap Dragon is good because if you do go into it, you can just send one of your back rows, or you're gonna have plenty of cards on the field to send to pop a card. One Levier, one Wind Up Zen Mains, one Astrogold, one Roach, one Leviathan, two Utopias, because with this deck, the Pegasus is 4 stars, the Mammoth is 4 stars, and the Tiger's 4 stars, so you have a lot of 4 stars in the deck. Carbuncle is 3 stars, but you're going to exceed a lot, so you have the Utopias and Roach. And then one Utopia Ray. If your fly points are low enough, you can use his effect, and that's a game-winning card sometimes. So that's it for the deck. Remember to subscribe, rate, and like the video. Tell your friends about it. I'll be bringing more videos soon, more event coverage, so expect more updates more frequently, and some unboxings coming up, and that stuff will be on my eBay channel.